Now we're back to where we stopped.
Okay.
Where we stopped, and that was you blushing. Are you still blushing?
I'm blushing.
You're blushing now, okay. Anyway, for the people who are light skinned, it's very easy for you to see the red spots and all.
Exactly.
If the camera zoom in very, very well.
I'm quite sure the camera will see all the redness.
So it's so good to have you on Saturday night.
Thank you very
it's
much.
so good. So the first question I will ask is, where have you been?
Where have I been? I've been around. I've been doing my thing, doing what I know how to do best. And I've diversified into a couple of other businesses.
Now actor turned businesswoman. Right?
Well, I think it has always been like that, but it's just that I decided to now
Concentrate.
Yes.
Okay, let's roll back. You know, usually on the program, the viewers, I mean, for the benefit of the viewers who only meet you on screen and who have not really had this up close and personal interaction with you, it's an opportunity for them to know you. Who is Bukky Wright? Just tell us a bit of yourself.
Well, my name has not changed. Still Miss Bukky Wright. I'm a mother, a producer, a writer, actress, a businesswoman, and as simple as you can see.
And an exercise freak.
Oh, yes. You can say that again.
You forgot to add that.
You can say that again. I was actually a size 16. Yes, I was a size 16. From size 16, I dropped to 4. From 4, I came up to 6, and now I go between 10 and 8. But most of the time, I'm 8.
So what was the public reaction when a size 16 goes to size 4?
Then a lot of them were like, "Oh, she's got 8, she's 3, she's 6, she's, you know." But I don't know why Nigerians say it that way. But I think a lot of us are now more conscious of our health.
What was that turning point for you?
What was the turning point for me? I wanted to shoot a movie. It was actually my movie. And it was so funny. I was looking for somebody to play the role for me. But unfortunately, I'm not going to say I'm the best. But as a writer, you know what you're looking for in every script that you write. So I was trying to look for that person that I wrote about, you know, and I could not get it. That was when I wanted to shoot Dugbe Dugbembo. That was, you know, a couple of years back. I could not get that person, you know. So I was like, I can do it. And I gave myself the task of losing the weight, and I completely lost it.
How long did it take you?
It's so funny. I'm so used to it now that I lose my weight within a week.
You have the formula.
Oh.
You have the formula, the secret formula. Anyway, after the show, I will come and meet you so that you can share those formulas.
You
with
pay?
Me. I will pay.
I like money.
Also,
But
there's
for
no
you-
sister.
But for
There's no
you,
sister or friend in this.
but for you, I'll use my mosque mind to give you.
You're not church mind, only
Not
mosque.
church mind.
Okay, well.
Mosque mind
Okay,
now.
no problem. It's something to go by. It's something to go with. Anyway, so for you, when did you start? Because again, a lot of people knew you as an actor.
Yeah.
When did this acting business, when did it start for you?
It actually started like 18 years ago. 18, 19 years ago.
Really?
Yes. And it started with Fidelis Duka
Wow.
on the set of Visa to Hell.
Visa to hell.
To Hell.
Did you get a visa?
If I got it, I wouldn't be here, my darling.
Okay. Okay.
So,
All right.
there's something that I've never shared on a TV program before.
Fantastic.
And I think I'm going to share it today.
Fantastic. This is our Saturday night moment.
Yeah.
Bring it on.
I actually didn't think I could act. But I have this friend. Her name is Shan George. she was always like, Bukky, come and ask, you know. And Sonia came to be like, oh, Bukky, you look so beautiful. Come and, you know, be on our cover. That was then Inks magazine. You know, I'll be like, no. But something happened that made me decided to go into acting. And that was because of my children. I decided to go into acting because of my kids. It's a very touching story, but I'm going to leave that story for you to watch in a movie pretty soon.
We want to grab our copy now.
I'm a writer, so you have to wait for that suspense.
It's so unfair. This is so unfair. How can you tease us like this and not drop some...
But I just dropped a teaser. I started acting because of my children.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Lagos, actually.
Okay.
I grew up on Iriakari Estate, and I'm from a polygamous home.
Okay.
I went to school in Lagos and Ogun State.
Okay. The writing itself, it's an indication of...
I think that should be a quiz for another day. So,
hey, I beg you, don't put us on high jump here. Don't put us on high jump. We want to walk. We don't want to walk nicely out of the studio. There are too many teasers already. At least we can accept that one for the movie. Yes, sister. But this one now, just give us our answer. Okay, are you from Lagos?
No.
Okay, where are you from? Ogun State?
Yes.
Or are you a full-fledged Nigerian?
Yes.
So where did the name Wright come from?
That's my father's name.
Okay. And he's a Nigerian?
Oh, yes. Don't I look Nigerian? Excuse me.
Okay, yes. For now you could pass as an Indian lady, you know.
Oh my goodness.
Scarf and your, accessories. You could pass for a sophisticated Indian lady. You asked me and I answered. No, not that. I said sophisticated.
Oh my goodness.
You know the classy Indian ladies?
Oh my goodness.
So is there any kind of correlation, any wakapa's role in that direction?
Nay.
Okay, so your dad is a full-fledged Nigerian.
Yeah.
And your mom is a full-fledged Nigerian. From which of the states are you from?
My mom is a Lagosian, a full-fledged Lagosian.
Okay.
Or was a Lagosian. She's late now.
Oh,
May
her soul rest in
perfect peace.
Amen.
My dad is from Ogun.
Okay, Ogun State. If you want to put a number to the movies you have done, can you put a number right now?
Oh my goodness.
It's a task, I know.
Honestly, I cannot. I've lost count. Honestly.
But in the course of the movies, the roles you have played, which are the ones that really, really touched you? Because I know there are some movies that really shake you to your roots. There are some you gloss over. There are some that just walk over. It's like a walk in the park.
It's funny. I don't like to gloss over roles.
Somebody was asking me, and I want to throw that question to you. Say most times now in the movies you feature in, are more of you play the bad babe.
Hey,
the bad babe who cheats on her husband, who is naughty. The role of a lady who likes young boys, I mean, that you are very versatile and you play them so well, convincingly well.
Well,
what's your reaction to that?
I think that's what makes me an actress. I don't like to play the same role more than twice.
Okay.
If I play it this time, you bring the script, I would let you know I've done it before. I don't think I want to do it again. But
you don't want to be typecasted.
I don't want to be a stereotyped actor.
No. How do you balance? I mean, balancing your professional life with your personal life. How do you balance it?
It's so funny. A lot of people cannot really differentiate between the two. So when they see me, they're like, oh my goodness. Honestly, I see myself as a very simple person. A lot of people will feel I'll be a very social person, like parties here and there. No, I'm not that kind of person.
But how do you deal with those bad press when they come like that? How do you deal with them?
Initially, it used to affect me that I would sit in the corner of my room and cry, you know. But something happened some years back. They wrote in the papers that I sold my cars and I didn't have any car. You can imagine if I had to sell 2 cars and I didn't have any car. So they took, I think one of my children's friend in school told them about it. So my son was like, Mom, somebody said you sold your cars and we don't have a car anymore. But I told them that no, my mom just bought 2 new cars. She didn't sell them, you know. So that was when I felt, okay, I think my children are now growing. They can now understand, you know, the difference. I was just like...
That was it.
That was it.
So the only thing that bothered you before now was just your children?
My children. I live my life for my children.
Wow. Wow.
They are all that matters to me.
If it wasn't acting, what would you have been doing?
What would I have been doing? I have my clothing line, so probably I would be a fashion designer because I love anything fashion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so for you again, this question might be a bit touchy. You know, sometimes we hear, this is a good time for you to lay these things out and just set the record straight. Some people believe that, oh, she's so into herself that she can't really hold on to a man. How true is that?
One thing I've noticed about Nigerian men generally, they cannot stand successful women. Take it or you leave it. How would you marry me and feel you have to dominate my life? No. The life of an actress, it's so funny that you get to hear a lot of things, even those that are not acting. You get to hear a lot of things about them. But Nigerian men don't know when to draw the line. You know? Most of the time they believe what they see in the movie. So they're like, oh, after all they have said, you know, I can't take that.
So but how many times have you gone through that road of marriage?
How many times? 3 times.
3 times?
Yeah.
Would you give marriage a not second shot, a 4th shot?
Another shot?
Yeah, another shot.
Would I give would I give marriage another shot? We're gonna both put our cards on the table. We shuffle it. If my kind of cards goes well with you, then let's play.
What kind of man are you looking for?
A man that would love me for me.
No
Against all odds.
No expectations.
No, I don't expect too much, but I just want somebody that would love me for me against all odds.
So what are you ready to give to that man?
Unfortunately, I'm a total giver when it comes to my relationship. But most of the time, you don't get too much in return. You don't get too much.
So what has marriage taught you in the journey of marriage?
It has taught me so much that you live your life, no matter what. Don't live your life for yourself and your children. Because no matter what you try to do, no matter how you try to satisfy them, they still always want to compare you with somebody that is not you. I am Bukky Wright. I am me as an individual. And one thing that I've noticed about a lot of Nigerian men, I think when a woman is beautiful, they get so uncomfortable.
Insecure.
They get so insecure. You know, every man around her is sleeping with her, forgetting the fact that I'm a public person. I cannot control the men that would call me. It's so funny that I'll be sleeping in the night and my phone would ring. Some men from somewhere that I don't know, you know. Do I have any control over that?
Okay, let's come back to the movies. Let's come back to the movies. Are you more comfortable doing Yoruba movies or English movies?
It's really funny. I'm comfortable doing any kind of movie as long as it is acting, as long as it is in the world of make-believe. If you call me on on an Igbo set, as long as I have my scripts, I have my lines, trust me, I'm comfortable with any role.
What is your most embarrassing moment?
My most embarrassing moment was when I read in the papers that I was a lesbian.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, you've had your fair share.
I've had serious fair share of all this stuff.
Where would that come from?
Whatever, wherever. Right now,
Is it that you have too
can you
many
feel my
girlfriends?
skin?
It's beautiful, succulent. I'm not a lesbian.
And it's so thick that I don't let some things bother me. But I'm a kind of woman that I want to always help a fellow woman.
Okay.
And that's why I do all these things that I do, going to talk to women and stuff. Because I see that a lot of women are suffering.
In silence.
In silence.
Okay, so epic movies that you have featured in. Epic movies. Give me 5. On top of your head.
Shawaride.
Okay.
Agogwewo.
Wow.
Oya Oriri. I think All Father, All Daughter is, you know, in between. That's Super Story. Which one again? That's
Okay,
all I can remember.
that's a lot to go by. That's a lot to go by. So what's your greatest fear as a person?
My greatest fear as a person. Greatest fear as a person. Losing my children.
Wow, God forbid. It
God
will never
forbid.
happen.
Amen. I get scared about that every day. Like when they go out and they are not back, I'm always very scared.
So when they get married, what will happen? You become the mother-in-law who is the nosy mother-in-law.
No,
Are you sure?
very sure.
Because they are 21, 23 now, you still hold on to them like this. By the time you need to let go, when would that...
I'm not... I think you're making a mistake here.
Okay.
I'm not holding on to them in that
regard. Okay.
But I'm holding on to them to make them toe
The line.
a line that's at the end of the day when I'm not here, they can live on, you know, move on with their lives and be the kind of man that I didn't have for their wives.
Oh wow. Which of these roles, because they're all functions of a role, which of them comes to you naturally the most? Writing, producing, and acting?
Honestly, because I've produced a couple of movies. I've produced like 10 movies or more. And my kind of person, when I'm producing, I put myself like, okay, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm a kind of person that I easily adapt into different roles. So I'm at home doing what I know how to do best.
So what do you want to be remembered by?
The works of my hands. I want to be able to leave this legacy for women of Nigeria, and which is one of the reasons why I went into politics. I want to be able to touch, when I'm gone, I want them to be able to remember that woman was here.
You came, you saw, you conquered.
Yes, by touching lives.
That's very, very interesting. On a final note, because we're running out of time now, on a final note, you have a project coming up.
Yeah.
Can you tell us about it? Tease us a bit more?
I'm working on the beast amongst us. And when I say the beast amongst us, are we talking about the women as beasts or the men as beasts? The movie was shot in the U.S. with American crews, and I shot in the U.S. because I want them to know that it's not only in Nigeria that a lot of these things happen. I was able to, like, you know, talk about the lives of people living in the U.S. Hopefully, I hope to premiere for my birthday, 31st of March.
Okay.
And at the same time, working on my son's music, and I'll have a record label.
Okay.
Wright Media International.
Okay.
So I hope to do a lot of music with my son,
Oh,
OJ
wow.
Wright.
So Bukky Wright obviously has so much more to offer the world. And so we keep our fingers crossed, our legs crossed as well.
Like that.
Until then, we want to say thank you so much for coming.
Thank
on
you
Saturday
very
night.
much.
It's such a pleasure.
Thank you for having
So
me.
this is just the part one, or we're having part two after that, because I need to really dissect.
Go, baby,
You know?
go, baby, go.
Alrighty, okay, so viewers, on that note, we want to say thank you so much for staying tuned to this week's edition of Saturday Night. Until next week, like I always say, be kind to one another and stay well. That's a good one. I like it.